Black Ops Shotgun Guide for the HS-10. Okay, the HS-10 has its own video for really two major reasons. One, because the other shotguns are already used in the other videos. And two, because it's my favorite one and nobody uses it, so I feel like it needs its own video to educate people on why the HS-10 is a usable gun. Okay, so it's unlocked at level 24. The gun itself costs 2,000 COD points. However, if you want to buy, you also need to buy the Stakeout and the SPAS 12 because it's classified, so you need to spend 4,000 on those two, which is 6,000. Its only attachment is dual wield, which costs another 2,000, so it's 8,000 down the drain. And if you want to use dual wield, you have to get steady aim. Definitely recommend. If you don't use steady aim, don't use dual wield. That's another 2,000, it's 10,000. And sleight of hand is also 2,000, so that's theoretically 10,000 if you want that too. Or 12,000 if you want both, or 10,000, whatnot. I also run around with Marathon Scavenger. Scavenger is another 2,000 to 12,000. In this game, I have Scavenger, Sleight of Hand, and Marathon. The first two are pro. Marathon is not pro this time. Attack Insert, Flashbangs, and the Tomahawk. I ran 3, 4, 5 like I normally do. Spy Plane, Counter Spy Plane, and Care Package. Okay, and I don't know if I said it, but secondary is the 1911 upgrade site. I always able to use no attachment because dual wield really requires you to steady aim, and even then it's not the best for getting spraying people with it. It's got really wide crosshairs. Because I remember correctly when the game's before I forgot how bad the HS-10 was. The worry was it'd be worse than the Rangers and Modern Warfare 2 because more ammo and the start with the two normal ones like the Ranger. However, obviously unlike the Ranger, it gets a lot of hit markers. Why you should use it over the other shotguns? It starts off with more ammo than Olympia, like in the weapon itself, so reloading is not as much often. The Stakeout, it isn't pump action. The Stakeout, if you don't kill in the first shot, you're probably kind of screwed. But the main thing to compare it to is definitely the SPAS 12 because it's the same damage and the profile unlocked the same level. But most people use SPAS 12 because it's got more ammo and it has a better chance, I think, of one-hit killing. However, the HS-10 is actually better hip fire spread when you aim down the sights. So you can aim, I would definitely recommend doing that. And of course, the HS-10 has the dual attachment, which is, I think, the reason they made it classified is because of the dual wield part. But really, other than that, it's not like the greatest shotgun necessarily in the world. I think it is because I think it's one of these weapons that nobody else will really try to use. And let's see, other things that possibly you can use it with. You can use for tier 1 perks. I'd recommend definitely Scavenger #1. Blackjack is not a bad option if you're going to rush, because you always have to deal with claymores and random grenades and shit anymore. Lightlight's a good option for objective because it captures a flag and domination and such. Let's see. And the Ghost is okay if you want to be stealthy, kind of like a search thing. If you want to be stealthy, I do recommend more or less use the SPAS 12 because the free suppressor is always better. For tier 2, steady aim, dual wield, absolutely. Steady aim is pretty good if you use single one too. Sleight of hand is nice because it just makes the reload much easier and less of a problem. And you can aim quicker, and since it has tighter ADS, that's always positive. It's the aim, and I don't really aim as much as I liked in this video. I go 72 and 22, by the way, in case you're wondering. Let's see, napalm here. I don't like napalm. I don't know why. I just can't get kills with napalm. I get maybe one guy every 2 napalms or something like that. Tomahawks are good. You can resupply them. What was I? Oh yeah, perks. Lord's unnecessary. Harden's an okay option because you can reduce flinch shots with Hardened Pro. Lord Pro, not at all. Let's see, Scout Pro is good to using like a launcher or something as a secondary, as a long pull-out time. So it's like instant pull-out time. It's like kind of like basically pulling out 2 pistols, even ridiculous. Let's see, tier 3, Marathon's a good choice. Ninja's good too because you kind of quick and stealthy and they don't hear you coming this far behind them. You can kind of hear loud footsteps in Black Ops a lot of times, but it's weird how the sound works, so sometimes it's kind of useless to use Ninja. Hacker's good and smart enough to disseminate in Nuketown because you can see claymores and stuff, so you don't necessarily have to run Flak Jacket. And that opens you up to use Scavenger, so you can use Scavenger and Hacker, that way you don't run into claymores because you can avoid those areas, kill them, and you don't have the problem of running out of ammo. Because it only starts out with 4 or 12 ammo, you will run out of ammo if you don't use Scavenger. I will guarantee that. Especially since a lot of times it'll take me 2 or 3, maybe sometimes even I've had 4 shots to kill some people because of lag or hit detection and whatnot. Let's see, and yeah, And you can use whatever you want. You can get high kill streaks with it too, and good games. You'll have good games, bad games. Depends really on you. I definitely recommend maybe if you're getting used to it at first, do combat training. Definitely you gotta get used to it, and slowly increase the difficulty of the combat training bots. And if you don't want to do veteran, that's okay. It's fine. You don't have to do combat training. It's just some fun way to practice using stuff. And you can do weird combinations, all this cool stuff. It's kind of fun to do. It's it's not in gun game, or it's the only way you can access in a sharpshooter or show up occasionally. And let's see, what else am I forgetting? Oh, it's the only shotgun that appeared in multiplayer that's not in campaign. And when you dual wield it, you'll actually have you look at the left hand side of the left hand gun. Your emblem will be bigger if the emblem's on the dual wield version, and the right hand will be the normal size. The left hand will be like twice the size of the other one. And okay, now about firing range. As I said in the other videos, if you watch those, firing range is the best map for a shotgun, in my opinion at least, because it is small. It's got a lot of close quarter situations, but it's not too small, so you can move around and you don't have people like spawning directly behind you all the time, like you do in maps like say Nuketown and sometimes Summit. And so yeah, and also it fits better more playstyles too. It's like you have snipers and stuff. They'll come here, assault rifles, machine guns, whatnot. Just don't go in the crow's nest because you won't kill anything from the top of the crow's nest unless you pick up someone's like M60 or something. It's just fun to be a super camper up there just to piss people off. But other than that, don't go up there with a shotgun. These two buildings I keep running between there. This little thing right here, this little like chair thing. The garage has got a lot of people normally in it. The wood building that I run through. This part right here has a lot of people into spawn, especially like demolition. You can kind of spawn kill people and just get ready for that. And then this guy wasn't smart here. Somehow he didn't notice me when I took his care packages and just kind of stood there. And thankfully he actually wasn't that smart. Okay, secondary choice. Different secondaries, it depends on how you want to do, what you want to do. Like, you want to use launchers to clear out, like, campers or people in buildings and whatnot. Pistols are always a good option, quick to swap to. Python, pistol motor lights I recommend. I just have the mention of on here. And I think we're kind of getting close to the end of this year. I'm going to go 72, again, I go 72, 22, single HS-10, Scavenger, Sleight of Hand, Marathon, 1911 upgrade sights, Tomahawk, and flashbangs. See y'all.